It's come to my attention that you guys sort of don't really know what's going on the server, how to join, all that type of stuff. So I'm gonna very quickly go through it. This is the spawn set island set. You will spawn in here. They are beautiful. Big shout out to Kind for helping me with these. There's two sets of islands that you will find. One of the worlds is the play worlds. The other set of worlds is your resource worlds. So, to save, you go for a wander in the world, and you see this beautiful desert, and you're like, wow, I'd really love to build in this desert. And you turn around the corner and all the sand has just been strip mined the fuck out of the desert. We have got sort of a sandy resource area. We can get you sand, a mining resource area. Enchanted. Thank you much for the follow. We've also got around the corner here another one at the moment. Look, we might have more. Let's say you guys just have this overwhelming need for mud, right? First of all, get some fucking therapy. But second of all, maybe we get a mangrove one going. I don't know. But yes, this is where you come in here. There's a mining one. So look, people are going to use X-ray. I can put in things to stop it. People will still probably use it anyway. I fly around a bit. I look at stuff underground. A spectator, fuck it. Use X-ray. I don't give a shit. Just use it on the fucking mining world so I can reset it, and then you get diamonds again. There's not some random fucking 12-year-old that just has literally all the diamonds in the entire game. I think there's diamonds in the entire game. And I'm like, all right, cool. You win at capitalism. Why? Why have you just ruined the experience for everyone else? I get it. You have a need for validation. That's why you're here for Papa Solace, because your real dad left you. But cut it the fuck out. On this side here, on the the building worlds, we've got one world here called Calder's Pass. Calder's Pass is just the generic build world, right? Build whatever the fuck you want on Calder's Pass. On this side here, we've got Solace. Now, Solace is the first of our community-themed build world. So this is a fantasy build world, right? So, if you've played Skyrim, if you played this, you played that, you sort of know roughly what should be in here. It's all elves and dwarves and that type of shit. A lot of heavy inspiration taken from both my own work and D&D, I suppose, on this one. But this is what we call a community build area. Now, there's two ways to engage with a community build area. The first way is what I really encourage you to do. The second way is also a lot of fun for you guys if you're sort of stuck or you're not really a team player. Let's pop our heads into Solace super quickly. So you just walk through the flashing stuff to go in. At all the areas, you're going to find, little split things to take you back as well. So when you need to get stuff, you definitely can. There will be more teleportation networks as we sort of get more settlements going. This is the spawn island. Now, we've got sort of a bit of a plan going. Plans should be discussed amongst groups. I'm going to sort of fly around a little bit here and sort of, we'll go through it, right? I've done most of the building here because right now I'm sad and alone. But, we laid this out in terrace. This is going to be turned into terraces as well. Things are sort of being built. But this is a community build area, right? We're going to build this together. It's going to mesh. And more importantly, this needs to be of a quality level. I'm not going to say I'll rip down your build if it looks like shit. I might, but I'm not going to rip down your build if it's just, you struggle with building. Because I've struggled with building. Let me explain something really quickly to you, right? I built this lighthouse. I designed and built this lighthouse. This is not something I've copied from a YouTube video. I know that's a way that a lot of people do build things, but this is my lighthouse. I designed it. I built it. I can't build lighthouses. Just fun fact. I build like shit. However, I just fuck it up and I fuck it up and I fuck it up and I fuck it up and it gets a little better every single time and eventually it's good. Do you know we what we call that in the business? We call that being able to do shit. Magic Curtain just immediately joins and gags me. I fucking love it. So yeah, look, if you build something that looks like shit, look, let's work on making it good together. But I'm gonna build something, Magic Curtain! But if you build something and deliberately make it look like shit, we'll just rip it down. But yeah, don't be afraid to build stuff. Build stuff in this area. I'm gonna come up here to Death's build super quickly. Because Death's build is good and it's staying, but let me give you a few examples as to how maybe it's not necessarily the best thing in the area. Right? Let me sort of just very quickly, we're gonna dive in, we're gonna pull it all apart. Sorry, Death, if you have any kind of I don't know, self-worth issues, because we're gonna tear it apart with love. I'm gonna use you as a wonderful example of maybe things to consider when you're doing stuff, right? This build is great, this build's still unfinished, this build is great, I do like it. But what I will say is that it's very boxy. When you look around at the other builds in the area, right, we don't really have any boxy shapes. Everything's quite organic, right? So why would we then have a boxy shape up here? So it doesn't really necessarily match the shaping, the theming. The second thing that's probably worth noting, and look, I'm going to make this work, but what it's ineffectively done is it's cut off the middle of this thing here. It's quite large, it's quite obnoxious, and it's quite in your face in terms of this sort of area here. Now, when a lot of this stuff here was built, this road went in first. Look, yes, I was here by myself and just made some captain's calls. Apologies. But in a community build area, we really need to sort of make sure we lay out roads and designate build plots. This is not a build plot I would have picked. And if I did pick this as a build plot, I probably would have shifted that tower to the center here to sort of make that work a little bit nicer. So look, is it bad? No, it's not. But I think there's definitely some extra things to consider when you're building something like this to make sure it's good. But all right, to finish this off so I can reply to my chat and have them irritate me. These things are portals. The things over there are resource worlds. The things over here are build worlds. Yes, you can build in the build worlds. Please use consideration. Call to plasters to do whatever you want, but this will be the first of many fantasy build worlds. And God knows what we're going to bring up, right? We might bring up like a city world or like a Viking world or like one where we build nothing but penises because I know that you're all fucking horrific because you're here watching me. Anyway, that's it. That's the end. That's the end of the spiel.